I know I'm late to the dance on this one. Been a bit busy. Anyway, finally got around to watching this last night. So this is going to be more of a reaction video than a traditional review. I feel like I should preface this by saying I'm not a Star Wars fanboy. I've enjoyed the films in the past, but I've never been to a sci-fi convention and I don't collect memorabilia. If you're into that, if that's your thing, good for you. We all need a hobby or two. I liked this film overall. Grabbed my attention straight out of the gate. Good battle scenes in space. I enjoyed the chase as the First Order are closing in and picking off rebel ships as they run out of fuel. I like the General Hux character, jumped up little fascist, played by an Irish actor. I don't think an Irish accent would have worked for an Imperial goon though. No, English accent, good choice. My favourite bit in the movie was the betrayal and killing of Supreme Leader Snoke by Kylo Ren. Just cuts him in half with a lightsaber. That was a holy fuck moment. Didn't see it coming. Then Kylo and Rey fight and slay all these guards or students of Snoke, whatever, joining forces. So you get this moment where you think, okay, maybe Ben Solo has turned away from the dark side. They teased a face turn, as they would say in pro wrestling circles. But no, he snuffed out Snoke for selfish reasons. He wanted the supreme leadership for himself. And then he asks Rey to join him. You think maybe she is going to turn? Well, I didn't really. That wouldn't have worked as a plot development. She's the protagonist and key rebellion character, so you couldn't have her join the First Order. I managed to stay away from spoilers on social media, and people in my family who'd seen the film before me kindly kept their mouths shut, which I appreciated. The pacing of the movie is good. For a film that lasts almost 2.5 hours, it really didn't feel that long. Not to me, because, I was enjoying the ride. Benito del Toro showing up as a cynical, double-crossing arsehole. Loved it. Good stuff. Carrie Fisher. Poor Carrie. She had her problems, bless her. She was good in this, she was. The acting all around was pretty impressive. Special effects, top notch as you'd expect. The budget for this movie was, well, it cost a few quid to put together, as I'm sure you can imagine. What are they going to do with the General Organa Leia character now then? Kill her off in storyline before episode 9? Or do a computer animated Carrie Fisher like they did with old Peter Cushing in Rogue One? If they did do that, I could see some might rush to label it tacky or tasteless. I don't know though. Okay, the biggest problem with this film is old Luke Skywalker, who we learn has separated himself from the Force, has said the Jedi must die, and he talks about their hubris and their failings. This is the Luke Skywalker who defeated Darth Vader and played a significant role in bringing down the Galactic Empire. The guy trained and helped along by Obi-Wan Kenobi and Master Yoda, of course. Now we find him in Episode 8 as this defeated, broken character, betrayed by his former student. Classic Star Wars narrative. So, I watch a couple of Mark Hamill interviews this morning, and I see he had these big misgivings about the character, but apparently he's changed his mind somewhat. Okay. But listening to him speak about his misgivings, I think he was right. I thought a Jedi was supposed to be optimistic and determined. Yeah. Yoda shows up in the film to give Luke a talking to, so to speak, but it leaves you wondering why he didn't do this sooner. Also, I got to thinking, why wasn't he able to sense that Han Solo had been killed? But I guess they could say because he cut himself off from the Force, he didn't sense it or whatever. But his actions and behaviour in Episode 8 are difficult to make sense of when you look at the bigger picture, the series of films. Yeah. Eventually he does come to help the rebellion before disappearing in that spooky way Jedis do when they die and pass over into the Force, I guess. So, yeah, the Luke Skywalker character was, in my opinion, kind of a fuck-up from a storytelling perspective, but apart from that, I thought it was a quality film that I enjoyed. Takes you on a ride, throws in a couple of surprises, and it leaves ample room, as you'd expect, for a grand finale Episode 9, which I look forward to.